age of DC heroes. Damage, raging power for an hour. The Silencer, the mother of all assassins. Sideways, teleport into adventure. The Terrifics, a family of heroes. Thrilling new comic books by DC's masterclass of artists. Get them at a comic shop near you.
Hello, everybody out there in YouTube land, and welcome to DC Fans United. So today I'm pretty fired up because I've got some stuff I want to talk to you guys about. Normally I just do comic book reviews or whatever, but today I'm going to be talking about the new Age of Heroes from DC. I've been a big proponent of this launch. You know, I guess you'd call it a line. It's not really an imprint, the new Age of Heroes, but it's 7 or 8 books, most of which I've been supporting by purchasing. I bought in at Damage. I also have the Terrifics, the Unexpected, and the Immortal Men. So yeah, I'm definitely putting my money where my mouth is. So the big selling point with these books, however, was DC's masterclass of artists. But so far, nearly every artist has left the book before issue 3. For example, with Damage, Tony S. Daniel is still doing the covers, at least through issue 6. However, he stopped doing the interior art around issue 3. I believe he did issue 1 and 2, and he was out at issue 3. So the big selling point for me with Damage was Tony Daniel. So I stopped buying it after issue 4. Another example is The Silencer. From what I understand, JR is out as the artist on that book as well. Sideways is a series I really don't care for personally, but Kenneth Rocafort is a good artist, and he is also out from Sideways, so I'm not sure who the new artist is on that. I just know he's done there. On the Terrifics, Ivan Reis is out as the artist. Now on issue 4, he didn't even do the cover, as I recall, and I've still been following this series. However, it is really disappointing that Ivan Reis isn't on it anymore, as he's a really great artist and of course was a major selling point for this book. I do, however, think the Terrifics is worth continuing to purchase just because the other artists they've gotten have really stepped in and seem to be keeping his style really close. On issue 3, I actually wasn't sure if it was Ivan Reis or not until I got to the end and saw it wasn't. However, the art's still really good. But it's also another book where the artist has bailed almost immediately. Now, The Unexpected just came out. It only has 1 issue, so we'll have to wait and see what the artist is going to do on that. Now, talking about The Immortal Men, that's a book where the artist only lasted 1 issue. So Jim Lee did the interior art on issue 1, and he did do the covers on issue 1 and 2, but he did not do the interiors on issue 2, so that's a big disappointment. And yeah, I know Jim Lee's got a lot on his plate right now, especially at DC with him taking over some of the things Jeff Johns had been doing, but the point is that DC spent months advertising these books before they came out, and The Immortal Men with Jim Lee was actually supposed to be the first book to come out, but it was delayed and ended up being around the 4th book, and now Jim Lee isn't on it at all. So the other, 2 books I haven't talked about yet is the New Challengers. We've got that with Andy Kubert. Now, only 1 issue has come out on that one. However, from what I understand, it was only ever planned for Andy Kubert to do a single issue. So I could be wrong on that. We'll have to wait and see if he does issue 2. Now, The Outlier, and the one book where the artist has stuck around so far, although it's only had 3 issues, is The Curse of Brimstone. So Philip Tan is still the artist on The Curse of Brimstone. But like I'm saying, it's only 3 issues in. And Philip Tan's really great, but he's not a huge name. You know, he's not Jim Lee, he's not Andy Kubert, he's not Tony Daniel even. So it's kind of like all of the big names. Well, it's not kind of like, it's literally like all of the big names have bailed. The Unexpected and the New Challengers have just come out, so they kind of are excluded. Aside from that, there's The Curse of Brimstone, The Immortal Men, The Terrifics, Sideways, Silencer, and Damage. So of those, 4 out of 5 of those, the artist has already left well before issue 3, and the only one that is still got its artist is on issue 3. So that's just something that's really been a big thing on my mind lately. Let me know down in the comments what you think. Are you going to keep following these books? Do you care that the artists have bailed? Do you think it's a big deal, or do you think it's not a big deal? And also, we're going to be talking about this and some other things on a live stream on the 23rd. It's going to be at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. We're going to be talking about consistency in comics. So exactly this topic we're talking about today. We're also going to be talking about Doomsday Clock and its delays and some other things that pertain to the topic of consistency in comics. So that's all for now. Thanks for watching. Really appreciate it. Trying to get this channel up to 1,000. It feels like climbing a mountain. It's taking so long, but we're going to get there. I know we will. I'm just going to keep up with the daily content as much as possible, and thanks for being a part of this. I really appreciate every one of you, especially those of you who comment. So be sure and comment. I read all the comments. If you got something to say, let me know. And as always, thanks for watching. Be sure and subscribe if you aren't subscribed. Hit that bell for notifications, and thank you for watching and being a part of DC Fans United.
End of line.